Aryan was just like any other teenager, smart, capable, but stuck in comfort. He had dreams, big ones. He wanted to crack a national exam, study in the best college, earn well, and give his parents the life they deserved. But there was one problem. He couldn't stay disciplined. Every morning he'd plan his day. Every night he'd realize he wasted it. Wake up late, scroll through his phone, watch random videos, tell himself, "It's okay, I'll start tomorrow." But tomorrow never came. He wasn't bad, just lazy. He'd get motivated for an hour, maybe two, but the moment discomfort hit, he'd quit. One evening, while lying in bed, he heard his dad talking to his mom outside his room. His father's voice was low but firm. "I don't think he's serious. He has potential, but no fire. He doesn't know what he's wasting." Those words hit Aryan like a slap, not because they were harsh, because they were true. That night, Aryan couldn't sleep. He stared at the ceiling and whispered, "Why do I keep failing myself? Why do I keep choosing easy over effort?" At 3 a.m., he got out of bed. No phone, no lights, just sat down at his study table. And for the first time, he studied for 1 full hour. It wasn't perfect, it wasn't fun, but it was a start. From that day on, Aryan made a silent decision. No big declarations, no social media updates, just this: I will show up, no matter how I feel. He started waking up at 5:30. The first few mornings were hell. His body resisted. His brain begged him to stop, but he fought through the fog, the fatigue, the excuses. He built a schedule, not perfect, but consistent. 4 hours of focused study a day. Phone locked during sessions, every task timed, every distraction reduced. He didn't feel motivated every day. In fact, most days he didn't want to do anything. But he had already tasted the guilt of regret, and he refused to go back there. His friends noticed. They called him boring. "Why so serious, bro? Come chill, it's just one day." But Aryan had learned something they hadn't. The cost of a single wasted day. Some nights he'd break, cry silently, feel like giving up. He'd question everything. Is it even worth it? What if I still fail? But then he'd remember his father's voice, the look in his mother's eyes when she talked about his future, and he'd push through 1 more hour. Day by day, Aryan became stronger, not just in academics, but in mind. He wasn't chasing marks anymore. He was chasing discipline, and in doing so, he was building something most people never do: character. There were no dramatic changes, no instant results, but over weeks and months, Aryan transformed. He stopped comparing himself. He stopped waiting for perfect conditions. He started loving the grind. One cold winter morning, while solving practice papers, he realized something strange. He didn't hate studying anymore. In fact, he felt proud. Proud that he could delay pleasure. Proud that he could show up even when it sucked. Proud that he could trust himself. And then came the exam. Aryan walked in, calm, focused, not overconfident, not anxious, just prepared. He attempted every question with clarity, finished on time, walked out, not with fear, but peace. A few weeks later, the results arrived. Top 500, full scholarship, college of his dreams. But that wasn't the real win. The real win was the man he had become. From lazy to focused, from excuse maker to action taker, from chasing motivation to becoming disciplined without it. Years later, in a college seminar, Aryan was asked, "What's the one thing that changed your life?" He smiled and said, "I stopped asking, 'How do I feel?' and started asking, 'What needs to be done?'" Discipline is not about waking up early. It's about keeping promises to yourself, doing the hard thing, especially when no one's watching, saying no to short-term pleasure for long-term pride. You don't need more motivation. You need more reasons to never go back to who you used to be. So start today, not tomorrow, not next Monday. Today, because your future is waiting and it won't wait forever.